Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, we're very serious because of the situation that's developing here right now. And that is, this is just in Hurricane Henry. Right now, it's a tropical storm, but it's going to turn into about a Cat 2. And the question is it going to come on over and hit either around Jacksonville, Florida, or is it going to hit in South Carolina or Georgia or North Carolina? Just exactly what is it going to do? You heard me. Hurricane Henry now. We're not even done with Hurricane Fred or Hurricane Grace. Are you serious? Let me put a shout out right now on noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Now, inflation isn't something you heard about for a while, is it? Last month, the inflation rate was highest it was in 29 years, since 1992. This is a big, 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 big problem for all of us with food and gas and everything else going up. But it's terrible if you're planning on retiring anytime soon. You need to put an inflation dam up. How do you do that? Go to www.noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Let Colin Plume or one of his associates help you with diversifying your retirement funds into you'll probably want some of it into a gold IRA. Now, you can pick up the phone right now and call Colin or one of his associates at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. And let Noble Gold take care of your financial needs. Pastor Begley sent you over there. Tell him that, okay? All right, now, here's the deal. We have Hurricane Fred. Let's start there. Fred's not near done, okay? As Fred is headed right into the Florida Panhandle. The tropical storm Fred is moving and right toward the Florida Panhandle and expected to make landfall in eastern Florida Panhandle this afternoon. Now, I'm sitting here in the Villages. The skies are a little cloudy, but it missed us. We didn't even have to take the tent down at Freedom Fellowship. Thank God for that. Also, the schools in Oskaloosa and Walton and Santa Rosa counties, they've all been canceled today as this storm is coming in there. That is Tropical Storm Fred. Now, Fred will also cause some problems in Alabama and in Georgia and right on up into the western tip of North Carolina and eastern Tennessee, eastern Kentucky, and into southern Ohio and southwestern West Virginia. So keep an eye on that as that thing is moving, but it's going to hit Florida, in the Panhandle area. And it's going to hit with at about 60 miles an hour. So it's not a hurricane, but it is a strong tropical storm. Now, let me tell you what else is going on. There's grace. And let's pray that there is grace for Haiti. Tropical storm Grace is bringing flooding rains right now to Haiti and the Dominican Republic. As of 8 o'clock this morning, Grace was about 125 miles southeast of Port-au-Prince, Haiti, about 390 miles east of Montego Bay, Jamaica. And it's moving west with maximum sustained winds of around 35 miles an hour. But it's bringing a ton of rain. And its tropical storm warning is in play right now for Jamaica, with watches also in effect for the entire coast of the Dominican Republic. But Haiti is going to have a direct hit, and Haiti doesn't need it. As this 7.2 earthquake that hit Haiti Saturday morning, 1,300 people are dead. That death toll is rising, going to rise significantly. Nearly 6,000 people injured. Folks are still buried under the rubble. 5,000 buildings have been knocked down. They don't have the equipment. It's a disaster. And now here comes Grace. Grace will hit landslides, mudslides, flash floods, 10 inches of rain. It's going to be a disaster. We need to pray for the people of Haiti. They're expecting 15 inches of rain in the Dominican Republic. And even Jamaica is going to get some. And so is Cuba and the Cayman Islands, as this storm continues to go straight west toward Mexico and toward the southern tip of Texas. It's also going to hit that Yucatan Peninsula and cause some issues there in Mexico. So again, Grace is not over with at all. Fred is crashing into Florida today. Grace is going to hit Haiti today. And now we have Henry. Henry with an I. Henri. Henry has started. It's out in the Atlantic Ocean right now. And this tropical storm is headed directly near the islands of Bermuda and the Bermuda Triangle. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with this one, because it's just, it could turn clockwise and maybe just go away from us and the eastern coast of the United States and just go away. That's possible. But some of the models out there are saying, no, it's going to make its run right toward the eastern coast of the United States, like Jacksonville, Florida, or Georgia, or South Carolina, or maybe even North Carolina. But we're going to have to wait and see what that one does. That's too tall. That's too early to say. It's just now developing. This is just in, but obviously we've got a problem. As this storm is just south of Bermuda, it will miss Bermuda. It will go straight south, like it's going right across west of Florida, and then it will start to turn. How long does it take before it makes that turn? That's the question. And that's an answer we don't have. We're going to be watching it close. That's Hurricane Henry. And so you've got Hurricane Fred hitting the panhandle of Florida this afternoon. You have Hurricane Grace going to hit Haiti tonight or early Tuesday morning. And you have Hurricane Henry that is out there in the Atlantic, headed at this moment toward Florida, but is expected to turn and head clockwise north. But the question is, how long does it take before it makes that turn? It's too early to tell. 3 tropical storms, boom, 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 all in the mix, and more will form. We are in mid-August, and for the next 5-6 weeks, it is hurricane season at its peak. But there could be also more on down past that. It just depends. We're watching closely, though, as these storms can create climate chaos. And actually, if you don't have this DVD, Climate Chaos, this was the DVD we did before we just did this last one on aliens, angels, and demons. Climate Chaos. Get your complete set right now with Michael Bradbury, who's Mr. MBB333. His was extreme weather, Planet X, volcanoes, cyclones, and solar grand minimum. Okay, he really has a great presentation. I did a presentation on Apocalypse Now, Bible signs. All right, Gil Brazard, the effects of Planet X, and then there's Bart Begley's film on climate chaos, the documentary. Steve Quayle, weather modifications and manipulation. Mike from Around the World's presentation, it was great. It's time to tell the truth. Shepard Ambella's Global Order, Plan for Humanity, the New World Order, and how they're using the situation with climate chaos to help push their agenda. Great presentation. And of course, there's also some songs in here by Kevin Wilson and a whole lot more. So get your copy today. You can also get your order in right now for Aliens, Angels, and Demons. Everyone says it was the most informative webinar we've ever done. 10 speakers plus Bart Begley's film. What a great, great series. And you'll want to see that, especially the Mike Around the World and that alien and all the information about that. and William Henry from Ancient Aliens was a great presentation. Mr. MBB 333, the best one he's ever given. Steve Quayle was incredible. Ellie Marzulli, and on and on and on. Okay, and Melvin Whittington, Pastor Melvin on angels. I spoke on Jesus and demons, and there's just a whole lot in there. I need you to check that out. Okay, get yours today. And let me tell you what else is going on, guys. This is really incredible. But Heidi is almost done. She told me it will post today the analysis of that interview with Mike from around the world that is so significant. She said this is the most, when she went to dig it into what Mike talked about, it's incredible. The gamma burst information and hybrid babies. Mike brought it up and he gave us a couple clues. So Heidi chased down those clues, and it's shocking what she found, what's going on in the world of hybrid babies. And it's going to be posted on Patreon. It'll get posted sometime later this afternoon, early evening. And so watch for that. It's going to post hybrid babies. We're also going to put that picture that Mike put in the webinar on that alien. We're going to put that on there too for you. So all of that, and that is going to be an amazing Patreon analysis of an interview we did with Mike from around the world. So that'll be on Patreon. If you're not a member of our Patreon channel, you should go ahead and go sign up right now. There's a bunch of videos there right now for you. You'll love them. They're all exclusive. You can check that out, and then know that then later this afternoon or evening, there'll be a new one posted with the analysis of Mike from around the world. Steve Clark says, I want the DVDs of the webinar. You need to do that right now, Steve. Go to the website, paulbegleyprophecy.com. Order this past webinar we just did, Aliens, Angels, and Demons. Get your order in right now. It's in production right now, being done. And wow, is it going to be good? Okay. Wow, is it going to be good? And so get your order in right now. Pre-order it. We will ship it instantly as soon as it hits our door. Okay. It's in production as we speak. It's really amazing the things that are going on right now. We're truly living in the last days. And every time I turn around, there's something else happening. But the Bible said there'll be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations. What do you call the Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Pakistan, India, and that's just a few. Nigeria, Uganda, Cuba crisis. We forgot about that. Biden just went to sleep and just forget Cuba. And they fell asleep on Afghanistan. And Lord knows what else. Distress of nations with perplexity or confusion. The sea and the waves roaring. And men's hearts failing them for fear, for looking after those things that are coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then shall we see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head. Your redemption is drawing nigh. And don't forget about Yemen and Libya and Israel and the pandemic and the wars and rumors of wars. And the sun is scorching the earth. And yet there's floodwaters in other areas. It's raining in one area and not in another. And what about the wildfires burning in Greece and in California and in other parts of the world? Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Are you saved?